I'm super excited for today's video because today we're talking about my most favorite topic, self-heating hot pots. I absolutely love hot pots. They come as heating meals with rice, noodles, soup, anything you can possibly imagine, and generally they have meat and some sort of carb in them. And today's hot pots I'm going to review are from China. There will be 4 different ones. There will be 2 with noodles and there will be 2 with the rice. We're beginning with the self-heating clay pots, rice braised pork with the mushrooms. This sounds absolutely delicious. For this one, what we have to do is open the packaging, pour the rice pack, and package drink water. For cooking rice in an inner tray and then stir. So basically what we have to do, we effectively need to cook the rice, and on top of it we have to reheat the dish packs. This is quite new because generally you put everything together and then you just stir it in at the end. But so far what we're doing is it's self-heating, self-cooking the rice while we're heating the meat, then we're adding on top, and then we're getting a ready-to-eat meal. Let's unpack this. This is the first time I'm seeing a clay plastic container for the hot pot meals, and I think it's quite cool because you actually get to see how your food is cooking. We have over here rice. Over here we got rice water. It's conveniently placed together. We got a few packs over here and a heating bag. This is everything that this meal over here comes with. It also comes with a very convenient and very handy paper with a QR code that you can scan, and it'll teach you how to eat the product. I never encountered this before, and it's very convenient that they putting it in there in case of people don't know how to prepare the hot pots. We are going to begin with putting the rice inside of our container. Our rice. It looks kind of clear, which is a bit unusual. Mostly rice is more like white, but this one is a bit clear. This is our rice water. Our rice is ready. Now we just need to cook it. And to prepare the rice, this is our container. We're putting in there our heating pack. And after this, we're filling it up with water up to this line over here. Let's quickly put the rice on top because it's already starting to bubble. Oh my god, it's been like honestly 3 seconds since I put this in there. You can just see everything is filling up with steam, and at the bottom the water is starting to heat up instantly. So what it suggests us is to put these packs. You have to put one on the top, not covering the ventilation hole, and one under the box, and then that way they will heat up both evenly. And now that the 15 minutes successfully passed, our hot pots are extremely hot and are ready to try. This is the moment of truth. I wonder if it's any good because I have not tried that many rice hot pots, but I'm super excited about this one. Let's open it up. It looks super steamy. The rice just looks absolutely perfectly flaky, and it turned white. It doesn't look like your standard rice. It looks more on like expensive side or something. Let's try some rice by itself to start with. This rice is extremely soft and super fluffy. And this is our used hot pot bag. It kind of turns like a brick. It turns very hard and it swells up and absorbs all the water in the container, as you could see. Now we have to add our 2 little bags that also been reheating with the hot pot at the same time. We're supposed to add them in and stir. This looks like a broth and it smells a lot like pork. I'm honestly starting to question of why it smells so good. It really just smells like that pork that's been roasted for a very long time, and it's super soft and it's like it's going to fall apart. It just smells absolutely incredible. I wonder what's in this bag. So logically it should be maybe mushrooms separately. This is our mushrooms. They do actually put them separately. That's kind of interesting. I assume they will be maybe together in the bag, but they put them separately. So in the middle we can see our pork, and over here we can see our mushrooms, but mushrooms also smell kind of meaty. They smell a little bit like maybe they mix with beef or something. First we're going to taste our pork with the rice and see if it's any good. It looks very nice already. I'm absolutely stunned. It tastes amazing. It tastes so nice. You just really can taste pork in here, and it tastes kind of like pork belly. It tastes super soft and it's just all falling apart. It tastes like real meat as well somehow. And over here we have our mushrooms with rice. Let's taste them as well. Mushrooms are definitely real. They have the texture of mushroom to them. I absolutely love it. I did not expect that even closely it would taste that good. Just the rice is so fluffy. The pork is so tasty. It really falls apart. The mushrooms are super nice and quite chewy. The only downside to it, I feel like I would add a bit more meats to it. Then it would be absolutely perfect. And the price of it was also $5. Normally the hot pots that I get, they're roughly $10 or so, but this one over here is $5. All the hot pots in today's video were $5 each. So the price is quite fascinating when we compare with the quality of what we're receiving. This product is absolutely amazing. It just tastes like something that you just want to keep eating and not stop. I absolutely love it, honestly. And it will definitely fill you up as a one person. I feel like there is quite a lot of food over here in this meal. Self-heating meatballs, hot pot, spicy beef oil flour, flavor. Spicy beef oil flavor does not necessarily sound that yum, but I never encountered self-heating meatballs hot pots. This hot pot's supposed to have noodles, by the way. It looks at the picture, and it's supposed to have meatballs inside too. The preparation is actually entirely different. What you have to do in here is put everything inside, pour the water, put the heating bag, and then after this, it's simply ready after 15 minutes. This one should be way easier to prepare, and I'm very excited for this one because I wonder what the meatball is going to be like. I wonder if it's going to be like a real meat or not, or if it's even going to resemble meatballs. Also, a beautiful clear box we have over here with quite a few fillings inside. In here we have chopsticks and a spoon, unlike the previous one. The previous one only provided us the spoon. This is everything that this set over here comes with. There is quite a lot of items that you can tell. There is a bit more than in the previous one, that is for sure. Let's begin by filling up this tray over here. We're starting by putting noodles inside. This is our noodles close up. Then over here, by the way, it feels potentially our vegetables. What a few different vegetables inside. Over here, by the way, it feels it's a meatball, a singular meatball. I don't even think that looks like a meatball whatsoever. I mean, it has the color of it. It's not necessarily looking like meat at all. I will be shocked if there will be any percentage of meat in it. It just looks like a piece of the fish cake potentially. This meatball smells very strongly like Spam actually. Over here, I can feel that there is some sort of flavoring sauce, so that would have to be spicy beef oil over here. These are all of the ingredients together. I have added some water to it as well, and now it's time to put the heating bag inside and fill it up with water too. We have poured some water up to the line of our heating bag. Let's very quickly put this box over here on top of it before it starts boiling and cover it up. Our meatball hot pot is ready. Let's open it up. It looks beautiful so far. Let's unpack our chopsticks and stir it up a little bit. We can see there's quite a lot of ingredients and it's all quite liquidy, but there is some bits and pieces of the sauce that did not necessarily mix in properly. There's quite a lot of noodles in the comparison to the vegetables so far from what I'm seeing. At this meatball over here, I already can tell this is really not a meatball. I can tell that this is like a fish cake or something. It has a texture of a fish cake. It's very spongy. Meat just does not simply look like that. For $5, you can't really expect much. Also, I don't like that this had meatballs as a multiple and they only put one in it. If they were to put two of those, it would be a bit better, I feel like. This is our meal close-up, all mixed in, looks very good. All the lids are designed in a way that you can put this container over here and it just fits perfectly well. It doesn't slide anywhere, it doesn't go anywhere. And it's very easy to hold it that way. It's like you're holding it on a plate, like a little tray underneath, which provides it a bit more stability. It's very nice. I think we'll begin by trying a little bit of the soup. There's not much soup in here, to be honest. If we did refill it up to the line, but it still does not feel like there is enough soup in here for sure. I feel like there should be way more than what we got. Even though it says that it's spicy, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, the spicy may be like 3. It's not even close to what most hot pot spicy feels like. This is not even spicy at all. If you like a little bit of a spice, a little bit of a kick, that could be good for you. The carrots are sliced very thinly and they look very nice as well. It tastes very crunchy, but yet it's also very cooked. This is our potato close-up. It's sliced super thinly, which I enjoy a lot, which makes it super easy to eat it too. I don't like how most hot pots make it super thick. This hot pot actually did it quite well. Potato cooked absolutely perfectly. This is our noodles close up. They look very nice and shiny, and they look like they absorbed all the flavoring in them. The noodles are the ones that actually taste quite spicy. I would say with the broth is 3 out of 10 spice wise. The noodles might be more like 6 out of 10 spice wise, which is still not that bad. Let's bite lotus root. It looks super thick. I wonder if it's cooked properly. It's still a little bit hard, but it tastes very fresh. The lotus root, it probably is one of the tastiest ones I tried in a while. And now, of course, the moment that we've all been waiting for. Let's try this fake looking meatball. Okay, look, what is this? I bit into it. The outside of it feels like fish cake, but the inside of it actually has some meat. It smells like Spam. It also kind of tastes like Spam. It doesn't taste like meat, but it tastes like it would have some artificial meat mixed with proper meat inside. You can see when it's coming out, it kind of looks like real mint. I'll give it a taste and I'll let you know what I think about it. It tastes like a soy meat inside. I honestly enjoy these noodles quite a bit. They're super nice. The flavor is very rich. It tastes quite sweet. Tastes a lot like vegetables. Tastes also a lot like meat. I like this hot pot. I feel like it's very balanced. But also, if I was to change one thing, I'll probably add more vegetables to it. But overall, the flavor is quite nice. Self-heating clay pot rice curry chicken. It looks beautiful. I wonder if it's going to look the same on the inside when we unwrap it. The portions are also quite large for the rice. They are 320 grams, which is quite a lot of food. This one has same preparation instructions as the previous rice pack. We have over here 2 bags for the rice, a spoon, flavorings, and a heating bag. This is everything that this box over here comes with. We're going to begin with our rice. The rice looks super clear and very nice and shiny. Next to putting our rice water. This is our rice with the rice water inside of the container. Then next we're going to put our heating bag inside of the big plastic container and fill it up with water. We got our heating bag with some water in it. We got our rice. Let's cover it up very quickly. Put 1 pouch in the bottom. We'll put the container on top of it to heat it up, and we'll put another pouch on top for it to be heating evenly. I will get back to it in 15 minutes. Our curry chicken rice is ready, and I honestly genuinely wonder why does it come in 2 pouches, because I thought it's just going to be curry chicken inside, but apparently not. Unless if they put the curry sauce separately and the chicken separately, we will find that out shortly. Let's take our rice out, add some meats to it. These bags are extremely hot. Even though they were just laying on top of the hot pot, they were heated so much. This is our curry chicken. It looks super yellow, same as on the picture, to be honest. I'll put it right next to each other so we can compare what's inside of these 2 pouches. This is our yellow pouch number 1. It looks like it comes with some potentially potatoes and chicken, and I wonder what's inside of this pouch over here, because it doesn't say that they're advertising anything else on the bag. This one over here is also yellow, but I wonder if it's any different to what's inside over here. That's 2 of our pouches on top of our rice. Let's try them both separately to see if there's any difference, but so far they look absolutely identical if you look at it closely. I will start with the first pouch over here with some rice. This is our food close-up. I'll say it once again, but I'm very fascinated. I'm not sure how, but it tastes like a real curry. It tastes super nice. The potatoes are super soft. The chicken over here tastes also very good. Let's try this pouch over here, and I can compare and tell you if it's the same thing or different. These 2 very tasty pouches are absolutely the same. So they probably just split it into 2 pouches so it would reheat a bit easier, but these 2, they're absolutely the same. There is no difference to them at all. The pouches both consist of potatoes, of chicken, and some carrot too. The curry seasoning tastes very light. It tastes very sweet. It tastes meaty, warm, and just something you'd probably want to have on a winter night. They also added quite a few spices that taste very good. It honestly reminds me quite a little bit of the Japanese curry. It has similar flavor to it. It's definitely quite filling meal for sure, because there's a lot of rice to it, and if you mix all of this together and just eat the whole entire meal, you will definitely be full for quite a long time. This meal over here is not spicy at all. It has a little bit of a warmth to it, but it tastes super good. So if you don't like spicy meals, you still will be able to eat that, because this curry is not a spicy one. And another noodle hot pot is self-heating vegetable hot pot, tomato flavor. I generally love tomato hot pots. They are super tasty. Tomato broth in them is generally very rich and very yummy. This one is prepared in absolutely the same way as the previous noodle hot pot. You mix all the ingredients together, you add some water in both containers, and you set it aside for 15 minutes. This is everything that this box over here comes with. We'll begin by plating our noodles first. This is our noodles close up, very nice and pretty. Then there is some sort of vegetables too over here. I wonder if they'll be like the same vegetables or a bit different. We have quite a few mushrooms here, and I'm very excited about it because I do like mushrooms. This is our vegetables and noodles close up, and the last thing feels kind of like sauce. It's very thin in the comparison to the previous hot pot with noodles. It feels very liquidy. Also, it does not say that this one is spicy. It just says it's a tomato. And this liquid that is coming out of it, it looks like a tomato paste. These bags also, they sealed quite well, so I honestly struggle to open it. This is our tomato paste. It's very dark red, and it looks quite oily as well. Let's add some water to it. This is all of our ingredients and water added to it as well. And now we have to put our little heating bag inside of our box and add our final bit of water to it. Let's quickly put this container on top of it and cover it with the lid. And now it's time to put it aside for 15 minutes and wait for it to cook by itself. The tomato vegetable hot pot is ready, and I'm excited to try it. I love tomato vegetable hot pots. They generally are very nice, and I wonder if this one is going to be as good as the ones that I tried in the past. So far what we can see is that the paste did not mix in well, so I would have to stir it in. Let's unpack our chopsticks for that. Couple of noodles also on top look very dry. I don't think the water reached them because they were very tall, but let's stir it in anyways and give it a taste. In all honesty, I still find these hot pots being some sort of magic or some sort of witchcraft, because there's no way you can just put a heating bag inside. It literally cooks and boils water in both containers somehow. I don't know how it has a strength like that. It's just quite fascinating for me. So this is our hot pot close up. We can see in the bottom we still have some soup in there left, and on top we have our noodles, our mushrooms, our potatoes, and whatever other vegetables vegetables we have in here. Let's probably begin by tasting some soup. There's not much, like I said previously, but I think that's because these noodles simply absorb a lot. And maybe they need to make their line by which we need to fill a little bit higher, so then we'll fill it with a little bit more water. The broth looks super red. The broth looks very rich. Let's give it a taste. This broth tastes super sweet. It tastes like tomato paste. There's also zero spice to this meal. Let's try some noodles to start with. Our glass noodles look very nice and pretty. They look like they absorbed all the flavor. Let's give them a taste. They taste quite nice. They taste very tomatoey. They taste super soft. They all cooked quite well. Even though the ones that were not looking like they cooked, they still cooked. Let's bite into this potato now. This potato is very nice and soft, and I'll not stop repeating that I'm very happy that they actually cutting the potatoes super thin because it makes it way easier to eat them and they cook very well. Let's taste this mushroom over here. It tastes very nice and crunchy. I want to have a look and see if there's any more different vegetables on the inside. We also have a lotus root over here. It's very nice and crispy, very sweet and quite sour. This meal over here, I feel like if it had a little bit more broth, it would be even nicer. But as the way it is, I still enjoyed it quite a lot. I think this hot pot was a very good one, but I think the whole point of the hot pot is to have some soup to it too. So definitely if they did this container a little bit taller and added more water to it, it would have more broth. It's not dry, it's just not soupy, if that makes sense. This one over here tastes very tomatoey, super sweet, a little bit sour. It tastes like something you would enjoy if you like tomato soups or if you like tomato noodles. Anything flavored like tomatoes, you'll definitely enjoy this one. These are our 4 different hot pots right next to each other, so you can kind of compare them and see for yourself what the difference is. So this is tomato over here, then we have beef oil flavor with a meatball over there in the corner. This one over here is a braised pork, and this one over here is a curry chicken. They all look very good for sure. I absolutely love them all. Honestly, if I was to pick my most favorite one, I would definitely say it's a pork, because this pork tastes over here super soft. It tastes kind of like a pork belly. I enjoyed it so much. Plus I don't encounter many hot pots with the rice, so this one was quite tasty for sure. I cannot pick my least favorite because I enjoyed them all. I would not say any of them were bad. If you ever encountered this brand over here, please give them a try. They have the series of the 4 hot pots that you can find, and hopefully you will enjoy them. They were all very different and they were all very tasty. If you want to see more hot pot videos, please have a look on my channel. I have a lot more videos on hot pots. If you enjoyed this topic, definitely have a look there. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to support me. I really do enjoy making videos for you, and I hope to see you in the next video.